What is up, everybody? Welcome to the BigDill stream, sponsored by the CRA, where cryptid lives do not matter. How is everyone's Thursday night going? Hopefully well. We're out here with some new cryptid content, ghost content, whatever you want to call it. We got a new Nukes Top 5 tonight, as well as a ghost story that I will be telling for the first time. Happened today, actually. What's up, Eric Kennedy, Brandon Nunez, Flamin' Warfer, John Wilson Lee. How's it going? Brian, Sue, and Shabby as well. How's it going? We're almost to the weekend. Again, the days continue, even though sometimes I wish I lived on a different planet, you know. I think it'd be cool to live on Mars or Saturn. Like living on Saturn's ring. That'd be dope. John Wilson Lee, we got a big football game coming up this weekend. Your Gamecocks taking on someone. I forget. My Cyclones are going to get an easy dub. Editing videos and chilling, nice. I got a lot of editing I need to do. It's like overwhelming. The Halloween stream is coming up. I don't have an exact date on that yet. I'll have to see with my... what date is Halloween on? I think it was on a... It's on a Sunday. So might do... Yeah, we probably will do it on a Sunday. Sunday stream. You're playing a team called Troy. I work with a guy named Troy. Imagine being at like a college football team and you're just like, you know, you're sitting in a board meeting like, we should pick a name for our fucking team. Someone's like, you know, I really think Troy would be a great name. Troy. Just fucking Troy. Not the Trojans, not the Knights, the Sharks, the fucking, you know, Warriors. No. Troy. That's what we're going to be. You're building some new Warhammer minis? What the hell is a Warhammer mini? What's up, EJ Castle? What's up, Texas Panhandle? Yes, that's right. I did have a ghost encounter today. For the first and only time at the cemetery that I work at, which I will be addressing. It's kind of a cool. No, I mean, that's not like the scariest fucking story of all time or anything like that. But, it was creepy. And people have been asking about my cemetery, like, if I've ever had an experience there. Well, now, finally, today is the day where I have had an experience. Google it. Let's see. I don't know if it's gonna... Oh, are these like little action figure things? There ain't no Bionicle, that's for sure. When I was a kid, we had Bionicles. Bionicles are fucking cool. What's up, Industrial? I've been good. How about you? Oh, yeah, it was pretty cool. And I actually have my buddy at work that also, like, witnessed it. Like, I don't know if witness is the right word, but he heard it. Like, he heard the same thing that I was hearing. We'll get started in about, I don't know, 5 minutes. Thanks, Industrial. You still have like 12 drums of hundreds of army guys and their tanks and planes. Like, are you talking about the little green things? Those little green army guys with the... I had them. Those are cool. I had like the fancy ones. Like, there's those cheap little green ones, but then I had like I had ones that were like colored and shit. Like, and they actually had like colored guns and shit. It was way cooler. I mean, shit, when I was a kid, like, back then the toys were so fucking like better. Like, even when, like, my dad was a kid, his toys are way cooler than my toys when I was young, but my toys are... I mean, the toys nowadays are fucking awful. They're stupid and cheap and plasticky. Mine are, like... Back in my day, they were still, like, half metal. And that generation before me was, like... They had mostly metal toys. It was, like, high-quality shit. But I had a fucking Cobra helicopter. Like, a real replica Cobra helicopter. It was probably fucking 3 foot long. Like, this giant fucking helicopter. And... it had, like, every bolt on it. Like, every fucking bolt was on this fucking... It was awesome. And then I dropped it once and the fucking rotor came off. Sad day. And I also had an F-16. It was smaller in size, but it was a pure metal, fucking heavy-ass jet. And it was meant for it to be on a stand. Like, you just sit it there on your desk. But I decided to play with it. So I had a few scuffs on it. Some more damage. You had gray, blue, red, tan, green. Yeah, it sucks. Kids nowadays don't get to play with toys. They just fucking play video games. At the age of like 5. Just glued to their little fucking whatever they play now. It's the new era. It's the new era. I had fucking G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe was a fucking thing. Like, I had the ones that were, little and the ones that were big that you had to dress. We're going to get started here in just a second. I have this weird mysterious video that's on my channel right now that is not mine, but it's on my channel. Has anyone noticed? Has anyone fucking noticed this bullshit? Let me show you. There is a video from a different channel with hundreds of thousands of views that is not mine and is on my... I cannot get rid of it. I don't know how this is possible, but look at this. This video called Mr. Kitty /Mix, which I've never heard of this before. I don't even know what it is. It's by Vampire Mask. It's not even by me. And it's on my channel. And I cannot get rid of it. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, it's like music. With an extremely sexy fucking woman on it. But that, I swear to God, this is not... I do not listen to this garbage. So yeah, I don't know what the fuck to do. I don't know how that's possible. I really don't. I mean, this guy has I guess he only has 8,000 subscribers. I don't know. YouTube's fucking glitching out. Even if I did watch that, which I don't, but even if I did, which it's just like music. It's just like weird fucking it shouldn't be on my recent videos. Like, what the fuck? Why is it on my recent videos? I did not upload this. It is insane and stupid, and it angers me. I want to fucking hurt somebody. Shut up. I don't listen to what. I don't even know what Mr. Kitty /Heart or Star Mix means. I don't know what that even is. I mean, had I known this chick was on here, I maybe would have watched it. You got hacked? Yeah, but how do I get hacked? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Why would I get hacked and they just put... I don't know. I don't know. What's that Mr. Kitty poster doing on your wall back there? I got a T-Rex over there. I got fucking Darth Vader right here. And over here I got Godzilla. That's, I mean, 3 badass motherfuckers. Alright? Badasses. I think we're ready to start the stream. How's the quality for you guys? Is it good? Is it blurry for you guys? Am I coming in? See, I don't know. Like, my stream connection says it's excellent connection, and I have a 1080p camera. Like, my OBS is like a crystal clear 1080p picture. What is it for you guys? Is it 1080p or is it like 720 for you? Like, I need to figure out how to make my fucking stream actually stream in 1080p. I don't know why it doesn't. I don't understand that. Like, that, it just doesn't make sense to me. Like, I mean, that's what my settings are for in OBS, is it's to stream. Because I think my stream maxes out at 720p. Yeah. But my stream should be 1080. It should be 1080 all the time, but I don't fucking know. Alright, cool. We got that sorted out. I think we're ready to get the stream started with a Nukes Top 5. It's a long one. I mean, this could be significant. But before we get started, I better start off with commercial break. I mean, it's today's age. We just have commercial breaks, so stay strapped. What's up, Cameron? It's time for commercial numero uno.
If you or someone you know has been attacked, assaulted, or molested by a cryptid of any kind, you may be eligible for assistance from the Cryptid Recovery Association. Our advanced and professional rapid response team can kill any motherfucker that threatens your life. Whether it be Bigfoot, skinwalkers, or dogmen, we got your back. Choose safety. Choose wisely. The CRA, Protecting What Matters. Founded and owned by Eli Buckmaster.
And there was the CRA. Moving on now. Thank you to our sponsors, the CRA, by the way. The stream is sponsored by the CRA. We'll have more commercials later on. Don't you worry. Just, you guys have seen them before, but they're still needed. They're still needed. Alright. Loading the video up now. Oh, God. It's kind of loud. Alright. Let's see what we got in it for us today. Remember, after every video, we're going to rate it at a scale from 1 to 10 on the Spookometer. Contact Peter Kane. He was raped by a Bigfoot. Again, or are you talking about the original time? Because, yeah, he was originally raped by a Bigfoot, but I don't know if it happened again, like recently. Doc Top's channel. Okay. One day you're going to watch every single one of these. We're caught up to date. We've watched every single Nukes Top 5 on this channel. Like, every single one. Well, okay, I shouldn't say every single one, but like 95. There's a few of his older videos aren't like, they're different. They're like story times he used to do, so I don't do those. But let's get started. Let's quit wasting time. Here we go.
Top 5 ghosts caught on camera, caught on CCTV. Facebook user Carly Tritzler shared a very bizarre video that was recorded by her CCTV camera outside her home in Canonsburg, Pennsylvania. In the video, a deer can be seen walking through her yard.
I do remember that, Eric. I do.
That's not all.
Oh, shit. Okay, see, I like this kind of stuff.
Bizarrely, a tiny dark little figure seems to be following the deer in the dark of night. Now, I have no idea what this little thing could be. Even after brightening the footage, it doesn't appear to be any kind of pet.
What if that's just a skinwalker and that's like some other entity following the skinwalker? Like this deer off camera just stands up. He's like, whew, got past the cameras and he just takes off on his hind legs. That'd be fucking scary.
Pet or wild animal. And whatever it is, it almost looks like it's walking on 2 legs. For now, the mysterious footage remains unsolved. But I'm very curious to hear what you guys think this little...
If that was in my driveway and I'm out having a fucking cigarette, I don't smoke, but just in case I was, and I fucking, I flick the ashes down, I look over and I see this little fucker. I'm gonna fucking flick that cigarette like in a cool, how they flick it in the movies? I'd flick that fucker, and I'd fucking raise my arm up like I'm about to kick off, and I'd fucking run and I'd punt that. I'd kick that fucker at least 30 yards. He's the perfect size. He'd go flying.
Little thing could be. A Nukes Top 5 viewer who wishes to remain anonymous, let's just call him or her Alex for the sake of the...
Was that it? Okay, I'd give that one a 8.5 out of 10. I think that was an interesting clip. It was kind of creepy. Not terrifying or anything like that, but I like that. I like those videos that look genuine. It looked, if it was fake, fucking well done. It looked good, so I like that video. I'll check it out. I'll check it after stream, Eric. 6.5. I have to log into my Instagram, and it's just, yeah. 7.3 for Flamin' Warfare. 7 out of 10 for Eric. It's an Among Us crewmate. We got a 7 from Brian and Sue. A 5 from Texas Panhandle. I also like the trail cam ones, like trail cam video or trail cam images of creepy ass shit like behind a deer in the background. What's up, Evolution?
Video. Email me about a CCTV recording captured at an undisclosed sleep lab during a sleep apnea test. Alex says that a coworker was monitoring a widowed female patient's sleep. And then this happened.
Let me just start recording. Oh my god. I see it. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Yes. It's gone now.
Now, to get a better understanding of what is going on, a bit of explanation is necessary. So the squiggly lines that can be seen at the bottom of the screen indicate that the woman has stopped breathing during her sleep. The mysterious pale figure then appears to reach out to wake the woman, after which she begins to breathe again. Alex believes the apparition might have been the patient's deceased husband, still carefully watching over her from beyond the grave. But what do you think this strange pale shape could be? Let me know down in the comments.
Interesting.
Let me just start recording. Oh my god. I see it. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Yes. It's gone now.
The end of the road.
See, I like that one because you see more than just... If that clip was just the video, I'd probably give it like a 5.9 out of 10. But because you can also see at the same time that she stops breathing and that thing shows up and then she starts breathing again after after it like wakes her up, that makes it compelling and believable. And I think that clip is real. I'm gonna say it. I think I'm gonna give that one an 8.2. 8.2. Exactly, John Wilson Lee. I agree, 100%. What's up, Light95? I'm good, Evolution. How about you? Let's see. A 9 for John Wilson Lee. A 10 for Texas Panhandle. That's rare air, folks. He does not give highs. He's very stingy with his scores, so when he gives something that's high, it's to be noted. An 8.4 for Flamin' Warfare. An 8.7 for Brian, Sue, and Shabby. A 10 for Eric Kennedy, an 8.6 for Light95. By the way, what's up, CFC? And Alligator Gar, if I didn't say what's up, what's up? Weather Balloon as well, I think I missed you. Gur GTZ. Shout out. And I think that's everyone. All right. Do I know Mr. Ballin? I love Mr. Ballin. Yeah, I love, like, his videos are some of the best videos. Like, the only videos that truly creep me out anymore, like, where I get the hair standing up and it's like, I get paranoid as fuck, like, on my own apartment, it is fucking Mr. Ballin. Those videos, like, most of them are terrifying. They're fucking scary.
Road. Popular Guatemalan news reporter Vivian Vasquez is driving in traffic on her way to work to report the early morning news. But she will never make it to the news station, because Vivian herself becomes the tragic subject of the morning news when her lifeless body is discovered in a horrible car accident. Her family, co-workers, and fans are shocked and saddened when they hear of her sudden, tragic passing. Guatemalan traffic police show up on the scene and record footage of the wreckage as evidence. But after the video is released to the public, Mourning viewers and fans all hear something in the footage that is absolutely chilling. And this time, did you hear it? The anguished voice of a woman can be heard crying out in Spanish, "What did you do to me?" When watching the footage, it becomes clear that it makes no sense for anyone present at the site of the accident to be screaming, "What did you do to me?" Vivian's loyal fans believe that it was her anguished spirit crying out from beyond the grave. To this day, the Guatemalan authorities have not found the cause of Vivian's accident. Even stranger, Vivian's cell phone was never returned to her family, and no one knows why. So just what happened to Vivian Vasquez, and what are your thoughts on this bizarre and tragic recording? Let me know down below.
They're like, yeah, we're gonna do our fucking paperwork here while our corpse is just sitting on the wet pavement. Like, I'll just fucking do these filings, you know. No big deal. That one was okay. I mean, it wasn't that. If it wasn't Spanish, I'd probably be more creeped out. But I can't understand Spanish, so it's like, you know. I find it interesting. I was intrigued, so I'm gonna give it a decent score. I'm gonna give it a 7.2. No, I give it last one 8 points. I'm gonna give it a 7.3, 7.35. The only problem, though, GTZ, is if it's Spanish, I can't watch it. And, like, we'll lose all of my audience because no one can understand Spanish here, or at least most of us. I trust you that it's got scary clips, though, but 7 out of 10. That's a good way to put it. Yeah, the story was good. 7 for John Wilson Lee, a 6 for Texas Panhandle. Yeah, Mr. Ballin is far superior to Mr. Nightmare. Mr. Nightmare is pretty good too, but the thing is, Mr. Nightmares are all made up. They're not real. Where Mr. Ballin's are all fucking true stories. I only speak American. Sadly, I'm forced to learn Spanish by play. Yeah, no, I had to go through one Spanish class too, and it was fucking awful. I hated every second of it. It's fucking hard. Their language just doesn't make sense to me, like, to most people anyways. It's hard fucking shit to learn. I guess the English language is hard to fucking learn from people outside of the US too. That's not my problem. See, I was born here, so I just know it. I just grew up, I know it, you know, I caught on like as a baby. Alright, that's all of the ratings we got, I think.
The Lurker in the Woods.
So this is vlog 1 today, my first vlog ever, woohoo!
Travel vlogger Mihaela from the YouTube channel Mihaela Claudia P records a road trip through her home country of Romania and makes a stop at one of the most haunted forests in the world, the Hoia Baciu Forest in Transylvania. Local legends tell the story of a girl who disappeared in the woods.
Wait, Transylvania's a real fucking place? What the fuck? That's, like, the coolest name ever for, like... I played the games when I was a kid on the Super Nintendo or whatever the fuck it came out on. I was so young, I don't remember.
Only to reappear 5 years later with no recollection of what happened to her. Another story is that of a shepherd who, along with his sheep, completely vanished in the woods, never to be seen again. Mihaela arrives at the forest at nightfall and is all alone as she nervously makes her way through the woods. Everywhere she goes, she finds the skeletal remains of animals, but it's something else that she should be much more worried about. Mihaela might not be as alone in the woods as she thinks.
Yes, I am that crazy to walk alone in the so-called most haunted forest in the world. And I'm very scared of wild animals. I have to admit I'm terrified. and I do not know
Where the fuck is it at?
where the exit is. Basically, they told
She's
me
shining
that
a
the
goddamn light in
legend
my face,
says
bitch. Come on. Or sorry.
that a shepherd went into the forest with the sheeps and he never came out. That's the actual legend, and that's why this forest has this fame of the most hunted, because he went in and he never came back. And yes,
Okay,
you
I
saw
see
the
it,
footage with the sheep that's
Why are
dead.
you shining a light at me?
That's a skull, a sheep skull that you saw. And if you don't believe me, you can check yourself the legend. What the hell is that? Sure, I can hear something.
Those are loud and close.
Honestly, I'm terrible. What the hell is going on? Okay.
Mihaela begins to hear the disturbing sound of footsteps in the leaves. Someone or something is coming closer and closer. She makes a run for it and makes...
Like, just a thought, just an idea. If you're hearing something right in front of you that is creepy and you can't figure it out, maybe pan the camera that way so maybe we could get a gander. You know, I don't know. That's just a fucking idea. I mean, this lady's not a cameraman. She's not in the business. I get that. But, I mean, she's recording herself. Why do we care but to look at you? And shining of light in the fucking... I mean, it's blinding. It hurts my eyes.
It safely
What's up,
back
Flame
to
from
her
Moonlight?
car. But, did you see it? Because not long before Mihaela records the rustling sounds of someone moving through the woods, a dark figure appears to be lurking around in the trees behind her, just watching. The vlogger says she never saw anyone and has no idea who or what this creepy lurker could be. So are the stories true? Is the Hoyabachu forest in Transylvania really haunted? Or is this just some random creep stalking Mihaela through the dark, abandoned woods?
Well, that's a ghost.
You decide. You can find this video and more over on the YouTube channel Mihaela Claudia P. The Forbidden...
That was okay. That was okay. Transylvania means beyond the woods, and Pennsylvania means penis woods. Gotcha. She was about to be kidnapped. Yeah, I mean, that could have... Yeah, that's also possible. What do I give that? I give that, like... a 6.8. A 6.8. I can't really give it anything above a 7. A 10 for CFC. A 9.8 for Flamin' Werther. A 6 out of 10 for Brandon Nunez. Like, I definitely agree. It's always a good and interesting angle to have something filming your reaction, because then you get to see behind you as well. But don't have that as your primary. Have that as your secondary. Watch the footage. If you see anything, then you can cut to that when you're editing. I don't care for the whole looking at the guy's face, because you're always like, it's always like angled like at a weird fucking spot, and you're looking up his goddamn... It's always a guy with big nostrils every fucking time somehow. You're looking up his nose, and he's like fucking... And you get to see that weird angle of the human face where it's like... And he's like scared, and it looks so off-putting. Like, I don't want to fucking stare at your fucking face, man. 4 out of 10 wasn't that interesting. I can get down with that. A 4 for Brian and Sue. God. A 5 for John Wilson Lee. Yeah, if the camera work was a little bit better. I mean, she caught what she caught because it was turned around, but who knows what she could have caught if she had fucking turned the camera around, too. Alright. Forbidden Room. This is already number 2. How long is the clip? Holy shit.
room.
Still 20 minutes left.
Popular Japanese paranormal YouTube channel Omega Toki Film received a horrifying video from a woman who wishes to remain anonymous. They refer to her only under the alias Nakayama. Nakayama claims that her grandmother had a very strange but strict rule for anyone visiting her home. Never go upstairs. Nakayama claims that she has heard creepy sounds coming from the second floor and once saw a shadow figure quickly passing through the hallway at the top of the stairs. After the creepy experience, Nakayama was told the sad story of her grandmother's sister. Almost 40 years ago, the sister was living upstairs on the second floor. She was happily engaged to be married. However, the engagement was broken off by her fiancé right before the wedding. Soon after, the heartbroken woman went missing and was never seen again. Her room on the second floor has been locked and off limits ever since. Nakayama is now a grown woman, and her grandmother has since passed away. As the last living relative, she now owns the property and is considering selling it. One evening, she goes to her grandmother's house. Gathering her courage, she records a video as for the first time ever, she goes up to the
Tornado
second
Lover
floor
and Satan?
approaches the locked
CFC,
door
I might have
of
an
the
answer for
forbidden
you if you
room.
remind me again later.
That's when
Maybe.
things take a truly terrifying turn.
I hate flashlights that look like this. They're so worthless. Like, get a fucking wide-ass beam. So you can see the whole room. Well, no shit, Satan. God. What the fuck was that?
The eyes of someone or something can be seen peeking out through the crack of the locked door. When paranormal investigators Hiro,
was that?
Tomo,
What kind of
and
eyeballs are
cameraman
those?
T see the video, they are shocked. They decide to visit the creepy, allegedly haunted house to investigate. With Nakayama's permission, they take the lock off the door upstairs and go inside the mysterious forbidden room. The room inside appears to be rotting, and the team finds old photos of a woman wearing a kimono. They also find some very strange objects, including a doll, a covered mirror, and a traditional Japanese dress hanging from a cupboard. The Omega Toki team begins to get a strange, unsettling feeling that something is very off about this room.
ちょっと怖いねこの部屋。
空気はやばい感じがするよね。なんか
この部屋ちょっとおかしいぞマジで。
おかしい。でもこんなさ、こんな写真撮るまで話が進んでて破談した。
まあそういうことをその話を信じるならね。これちょっとなさんにさ、もうちょっと詳しく聞いた方がよくないか。これちょっと異様だって。おかしすぎるって。
おかしい。
普通じゃないもんだって。
普通じゃない。
この写真ってさ、あれでしょ？結婚式のナイフとレースでしょ。今顔が今ちょっとちらっとこっち見方いや違うで分かる。
やめてよ。やめてよ。こう
今顔が
What? What? I've never seen that before. That's weird. It definitely looked like it kind of moved a little bit.
The face of a woman in one of the creepy old photos appears to move to look back at the team. The three friends are getting more and more freaked out, but they try to stay calm for the sake of their investigation. But things are about to get even scarier.
なんでどうしまった？
わかんない。
なんでしまった今？
開いてたよね。開いてた。開いてたよ。
開いてた。
開けてた。誰かも。
でも
いないです。いや、いないよ。いるわけない。いないいないいない。
The door to the hallway suddenly slams shut even though no one is there. The Omagatoki team is a bit freaked out and feel that they should probably end their investigation very soon. But what happens next is downright chilling.
All right, Satan.
待って、人めっちゃそこかける。いや、人影が見えてる俺。今。あ、誰か。
Show me a demon.
人と
I don't know.
すいません。あ、誰かいます？ちょっと開けますよ。びっくりした。
What?
どうされたんですか？
撮影日聞いてたんですけど、ちょっと気になって見に来ました。
あ、そうですか。
That scared me for a second. What the fuck?
あ、中を見に来られたんですか？
ちょっと中見に来たみたいな。ちょっと邪魔しちゃいましたかね。
いや全然。まあもしあれだったら、全然。
見てもらった。い
やまあ別に。
今いいですか？あ、いいですよ。
Wait, who is this lady?
これは買ってあったみたいな感じですね。
もう本当さんも初めてなんですよね、ここで。
さんは初めてですよね、入られたのって。皆さん大丈夫ですか？なんかちょっと体調悪そうですけど大丈夫です？様子が。
やっぱりおばあちゃんのせいだったんですよ。
What? Wait, whoa. What the fuck did she do?
そうですけど大丈夫です？様子が。
やっぱりおばあちゃんのせいだったんですよ。
What the fuck?
What?
ちょっと皆さんちょっともう行こう朝もう一回出よう。いいからもう行こう。今おかしいですよ。おかしいよ。あれ何？やばくね？
What the
The
fuck?
three friends are baffled and shocked. They have no idea why Nakayama is suddenly acting so bizarre. The guys decide to leave, but they don't feel right about leaving Nakayama alone in the house. So, they return to the home. But when they go back inside, they discover that Nakayama has disappeared. After a little discussion, Investigator Tomo feels confident enough to do a solo investigation inside the forbidden room all alone. Hiro and cameraman T wait downstairs as Tomo stays behind with nothing but a camera. It did not go well.
今隣に大きいタンスがあるんですけど、その中に
Threw a grenade and just called it a day.
誰かいる。さっきからなんかボソボソ喋る声とすっごい視線をね感じる。今隣のタンスに誰かいる。この隙間から誰か覗いてる。
The fuck was it?
どこにここにこの中トムさん、オナウス、オナウス。オナオナ。いないいないいない。行こう。
A horrified Tomo begins to see movement inside a nearby cupboard and calls for his friends. Hiro and cameraman T hurry upstairs, and together they open the door, but no one inside. The Omagatoki team has finally just had enough, and they get out of there. After this investigation, the team says that they have made multiple attempts to reach out to the woman, Nakayama, but they haven't heard from her since. So just what is going on inside this creepy house, in this creepy forbidden room? You decide. You can watch this full 2-part series with—
Like, what if like they like Nakayama or whatever her name is dead? Like that was just a ghost. That was scary. I don't care if you think it's real or fake. That was fucking creepy. I'm not gonna lie.
English subtitles over on the YouTube channel Omagatoki Film.
If I ever was in a room like that with a chick just pointing at nothing and laughing, I'm fucking knocking her out because that's the only way to save her from demons. I'm serious.
If
I had to guess, I'd say it's probably fake. I think that's probably a skit. It's probably like a horror thing, but it's made really well if that's the case. If it's not fake, that's terrifying. That is one of the scariest things I've ever seen. I thought that was creepy nonetheless. Like, genuinely, I thought it was pretty creepy. I'm going to give it an 8.2. 8.2. I've already given it an 8.2. 8.4. How she, like, there's just, like, sitting there looking at the pictures, and she's like, fine, and she, like, out of nowhere, she just turns real quickly holding something. She's like, it was my grandma's fault, or some shit like that. That was creepy to me. I don't care what anyone says. That was fucking genuinely creepy. A 1.2 for Flame and Warfare, a 10 for Brandon Nunez, a 7 for John Wilson Lee, 8 for Iliad, a 7 for Evolution, a 9.5 for Brian and Sue, a 7.5 for Tornado Lover. Yeah, exactly, like, even if it's fake, it's still creepy to me. That's still creepy. Even if it's fake. And plus, not to mention, when you are, like, demented and, like, possessed, you act probably like what you'd say is cringe. Like, that, I mean, it's hard to tell. I think it's hard to tell. I don't think it was bad acting. I mean, if it was fake, they might have overdone it a little bit, maybe, but I don't know. I mean, who's to say that that's not how a possessed person would act? I mean, I don't know. What if her grandma stole her little sister's boyfriend? Could be. I see some cats here. Let's get some cat action here. Should I get Tess to watch this with us?
Meanwhile, on TikTok. TikTok user Ashley Rain has only ever posted videos of her family and all of their cute cats. But this next video is completely different from anything she has ever posted before. Ashley claims that late one night their motion-activated security camera caught something truly bizarre.
Look at Tess. Yeah, that's a ghost. You ever seen one of those? Tessa's had to deal with cryptids before and the ghost, so she's not scared by this kind of stuff.
One of Ashley's cats seems to be staring at a bizarre translucent apparition with glowing eyes that appears to be staring right back at the cat. At first glance, it just looks like the cat's owner playing peekaboo. But then the pale figure suddenly just floats up toward the ceiling before vanishing into thin air. Curious TikTok commenters believe Ashley's cat might have been trying to protect the home from an unwanted dark entity. Ashley says that the family has since moved to a new home and is happy to be out of their old house for good. But is it real, or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. Simon Lockhart is a security guard at a hotel in downtown Providence, Rhode Island. Simon sent me an email in which he says that a few months ago, a man tragically lost his life at the hotel. He says that ever since, he has been experiencing strange supernatural events during his security shifts. As the paranormal activity intensified, Simon began to record evidence and post it to TikTok.
So I'm in the bathroom right now. I'm not going to the bathroom if you're wondering. But,
yeah, I'm just in the bathroom taking a shit. I just noticed that there's fucking ghosts all over the place. I mean, they're horrible. They're horrifying.
I'm hearing like...
I feel like this guy was meant to have, like, a mustache part of this, and he just accidentally fucking shaved it off. And he's left with this. I don't know.
Like, shuffling sounds outside the door. And I didn't put the camera. Bro, what the f was that? No.
Then, only 2 weeks later, this happens.
I swear to God, I heard...
Like, how easy is it to rob a place in America? All our fucking guards are on TikTok. Like, they're just TikToking around. Like, I mean, Jesus Christ, man.
Like a woman talking in here.
10-4, can you cover a shift for me for 20 minutes? I'm going to make a TikTok. Alright, copy that.
I swear to God, I heard a woman talking. What the fuck? Oh, no. No, I'm not doing that.
But before long, the loud bangs and unexplained voices turn into something much more sinister.
Hello? Oh my God, what the
Oh, see, I fucking hate that shit. I hate that shit.
Bro.
My biggest fear, and it makes my skin fucking crawl, is I hate charging footsteps coming at you, especially upstairs. It does it for me every fucking time. I hate that.
Bro. No. Oh my God, what the f? What the f? Bro. Holy shit. No.
Simon records as something that he can't see seems to charge up the staircase right at him. But, did you see it?
Oh, what?
Simon's concerned TikTok viewers point out something that he missed in his original video. Something downright chilling. Watch again.
Oh my God, what the f? What the f? Bro.
It looks as if a face can be seen watching him through the window of a door on the 8th floor. The security guard says that there was no one around and
That could be SEAL Team 6, dude. Not even joking.
he didn't see anyone at the window at the time. He only noticed it after TikTok viewers pointed it out.
They're like, alright, we're about to breach the compound. This one security guard seems to be on TikTok. What the fuck? He's like radioing SEAL Teams. He's like, we got this easy, man. This guy's running up the stairs with a camera.
Over the course of several months, Simon continues to record everything he experiences. Then late one night, the security guard is sent out to the hotel's restaurant after reports of some very unusual activity. It really did not go well.
I'm over at the restaurant right now that's connected to our hotel. The door's been wide open. And they said they've seen lights going on and off in here. This is the attic area. Very, very narrow stairs, and I just smashed my head on this freaking pipe.
Let's just say I would never hire this guy at the CRA. He ain't cut for the job.
Hello? Oh my God. There's no one here. There's no one here. I'm Nope. Nope. Okay. Okay. I'm out. I'm out. Okay. Just leave me alone.
The nervous security guard hears someone say the words, "Get out," and soon after feels something or someone pull at his shirt. In a panic, Simon tries to descend the steep staircase as fast as he can, but he actually slips and breaks his ankle. As always, whether it's all real or not, I leave it to you to decide.
Why would I not hire this guy for the CRA? Well, simple. He panics. You gotta be calm, always. I wouldn't climb those stairs. I'd slide down them because I don't have time for that shit. And it wouldn't be because I'm in a hurry. It's because I'm cool. It's just that simple. I'd fucking slide down it. I mean, who the fuck has time to go down those stupid stairs? You break your ankle, you're not, I mean, you're the worst security guard maybe ever. I mean, you broke your ankle doing TikTok, which probably will get you fired. I mean, if that's real, good clips. They're not bad. I don't know. They were scary either way. Good entertainment. But I'd give that like a... Because of the footsteps, I'm going to give it a fucking 9 out of 10. That genuinely, if you get me a rise out of me like that, then, I mean, I got to give you a high score. Yeah, he jumped down the hatch like, fuck my life. Just whatever happens, happens. But I could jump down the hatch and I could land just beautiful like a cat. Just land and look around. And I'd be ready for combat the second I landed. It didn't take me any time to recover.
But either way, best wishes to Simon for his speedy recovery. And you can follow his story over on his TikTok page. It's Simon. Thanks for watching. Check out some weird stuff and extra clips over on my Instagram and on my Twitter. And then there's a TikTok too. Anyway, hopefully I'll see you next week.
Okay, that was Nukes Top 5. Now we do have another commercial we're going to get into at the top of the hour. We're just going to fucking play it now. Screw it. Let me read some comments quick before we get to that. An 8 for Texas Panhandle, a 6.8 for Tornado Lover, 8 for John Wilson Lee, 8 for Puppets, 4 for Chuganoga, a 9 for Eric Kennedy, 8.7 for Tornado Lover, or his renewed score is 8.7. You got a Wendigo, if you want her, she's pretty friendly and gently for a Wendigo. At the CRA, we don't care about gently and friendly, we fucking kill and murder. That's what we do. And you'll see why here in a second. Cryptids are out there, roaming free. They are dangerous. They are monsters. Every day, they take life. They plot our very demise. Nobody wants to act. Nobody wants to believe. That's why I'm here. I will bring justice and security to our great nation and beyond. But the people remain blind, unaware, closed-minded. They will never understand people like us, those who know the truth. Because the more you know you don't know. It's not what you look at that matters, it's what you see. So stand with us. Be a part of something greater. Because one day, we will look back and remember how we stopped the coming apocalypse, or we will realize we are caught in the middle. And there was our commercial number 2, brought to you by the CRA. Chukanuga, that is the CRA, a corporation designed to hunt cryptids, the Cryptid Recovery Association. They sponsor me, and so we're very lucky to have them as sponsors. They pay me a lot of money to help run that business and hunt down cryptids. We have a plan in place to be a cryptid response team, is what CRA is. If there's ever a cryptid attack, they send me out, and I am sent to deal with them in most states. So, I get emotional talking about it because it's my job. It's what I love to do, and I risk my life every day so that you guys can go to sleep safe. So, maybe if you have a spare arm, salute me. That would suffice. A little cringe is the point, my man. That's the point. Not everything has to be cringe anymore. I don't know what is with you guys and everything is cringe. It's the fucking point. $10 out of 10 for Red Din. That's the point. It's satire. It's satire, guys. There's nothing cringe about it if you're trying. It's not cringe if you're trying to be over the top about it. You have to be able to filter out content and understand what is what. That is clearly... I'm not going to explain. Young folk don't understand as much. It's new to the internet, I get that, but... the CRA is no joke. That is a real thing that I am a part of, and we have killed cryptids. We have hunted them down, and we will continue to do so. He doesn't know any better. He's just from Iowa. Chukanoga, you've been negative the whole stream. I don't care. I just don't care what you think. Everything to you so far tonight has been cringe. And I don't care. I mean, you're entitled to that, that's fine. But when you're trying to be cringe and then you say, oh, that was cringe, it doesn't work. I mean, that's impossible. Fucking weather balloon. Motherfucker. Oh yeah, now I was gonna tell you guys my ghost story that I encountered today for the first time at the cemetery that I work at. Chuganuga, the only one that needs to relax is you, buddy. You're the only one acting up. So today at the cemetery that I work at, we're basically once every 2 months we have to change furnace filters. Okay, so in the mausoleum there's a room, a closet, with a fucking ladder that heads up to this hatch, right? And so I'm like, me and my buddy are the only ones that can even fit in this goddamn closet or this attic, because there's a tiny crawl space you got to go up into, kind of like you open this hatch and you got to crawl through. And everyone else is bulbous at our job. They're bulbous. We're fit and we're cryptid hunters, so we can do that. And so usually it's one of us that does it. Well, I go up and I'm going to change this furnace filter, right? So I go up there. Basically, I kind of describe to you how you get up there, so you kind of have a basic understanding of a visual, I guess. You climb up the stairs, or the ladder. You crawl through the hatch. You got to open the little opening. You crawl through the hatch, and you get up to the attic, and then you have to step over this 2x4 onto this platform. And so now you're standing on the roof, if you want to call it that. And then you got to kind of, you're always, no matter what, you're always bending or ducking under shit and stepping over shit. There's always stuff you got to, like, it's kind of a maze. And so you kind of go over this 2x4, under a 2x4. Then you got to go through this door. There's like this fucking door here, this opening. You go through that, and then to your right, there's just like this little hallway, this narrow hallway with some cables dangling down, and there's a fucking box on the floor you got to step over. You can't just walk down this hallway at full speed. Remember that. You cannot walk down this hallway at full speed unless you're fucking a midget. Maybe then you could. And so you go down this hallway, and to your right, there's a door you open, and you go through this door, and this door is like tiny. It's like a fucking 4-foot high door. So you crawl through this door, and then you're in the fucking furnace room. You can change the furnace filters in there. So I was changing the furnace filters. I turned this big red lever off so I can change the filter. So I take the filter out, and I'm kind of messing. I'm making noise myself. I'm, metallic clanging noises, And I hear something behind me. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I stop what I'm doing, because at first I just thought it was maybe the attic creaking or settling. So I stop what I'm doing just to get so I could hear it. And I hear footsteps coming right up behind me. Like down that hallway I was talking to you about. That hallway, there's footsteps coming, large and in charge footsteps. And I'm sitting there thinking it was my buddy that was like sneaking up on me, fucking with me. Which is, again, impossible, because there's no way you could sneak up on anyone in that attic, because you'd hear him coming up the creaky stairs. And so I'm like, what the fuck? Now, keep in mind, this is in the mausoleum at my cemetery, which stores hundreds of dead bodies. Okay, that's what the mausoleum is. So I hear these footsteps, and I'm sitting there kind of like, what the fuck? Wasn't scared, but I was spooked. And so I'm looking at this door, and this thing walks right up to the door. Okay? And I'm expecting someone to open this door. So I, of course, position myself, like I've always trained you guys. I position myself so my shoulder... Get a good view of this puppy. So my shoulder with these big-ass guns, right, is protecting me. My forearm, that's stiff and sturdy, protecting me. And I'm ready to fucking shoulder fuck this thing right through the fucking drywall. And luckily for that ghost, it didn't open the fucking door. But after a second, I collected myself, and I was in defense mode. I'm like, you come through this door, motherfucker, I'm hitting you. Well, I opened the door, and there's nothing there. I confirmed that was a ghost. Well, it gets even weirder, because I go back downstairs. I get down to what I was doing up there, changing the filters. I go back downstairs to my buddy, and I'm like, dude, did you just hear footsteps? Because I just had fucking footsteps up there. Like, that was a ghost, 100%. And I think the first thing I asked him was like, you didn't come upstairs, did you? You weren't trying to fuck with me? He's like, no. And he heard the same fucking thing. He was downstairs in the mausoleum changing out some stuff, and he heard footsteps himself from above, like walking where like I shouldn't have been, which is where the ghost was. So he heard it. I'm not crazy. It was the first time I've ever experienced anything at my cemetery, and it wasn't just like a shuffling footstep. It was like a walk, like a man trying to stomp his feet, almost like very fucking. I can't like not distinguish that with something else. I don't know if that's the right word, but you know what I mean. It's 100% footsteps. They were so clear and obvious. It couldn't have been anything else. It was weird. It sounded like boots. Like it was boots, like walking. Now, there was, at one point, when they were constructing this place, a construction worker that was killed up there. They found him, like, screaming, so they went up there, and they found a cord wrapped around his neck, and he was being dragged over the fucking ceiling, like into the darkness, and he was being dragged by something. When they went over there, it was too late. He was strangled, and he couldn't say his side of the story, what happened. But they found him strangled up against a wall, and all the nails that were like poking through the fucking plywood were like in his skull, like he'd been killed. And no one, and like they thought they ruled it an accident that he tripped and whatever. So that was probably the guy. That was probably the guy, if I had to guess. And he's trying to. He was probably like a 6'5" guy. He saw me as a challenge. Like, this guy is fucking tall as fuck. He's ripped. Look at him. I'm trying to scare him. Didn't work. He saw my forearms and my biceps, and he fucked off. Yeah, it was definitely. It's not like the creepiest ghost story of all time, but when that happens to you, it is like scary. You know what I mean? Like, Noodle Armadale, shut the fuck. Yeah, I don't really record at my cemetery because, it's more of like a work policy thing. Now, maybe up in the attic, it could be a different story, maybe, because it's not really the cemetery. My boss / buddy isn't the one that's opposed against the filming. It's just a kind of a thing. It's also like a respect thing too. I don't know. Like, our cemetery's not creepy. Like, it's not. There's nothing to film. Like, genuinely, we don't have any. Like, it's not a creepy old cemetery with all these upright stone markers, or tombstones, as you guys would refer to them. We don't have that kind of. They're all in the ground markers. They're flat granite pieces of granite that are in the ground. So there's nothing, creepy. I mean, we have a small section that has the upright markers, but they're not like the old creepy stone ones. They're nice. They're nice markers. But I mean, there's nothing really to film. But the mausoleum probably is the scariest place. But actually, on my Twitter, there is a short, like, 5-second clip, like a, what do you call it, a boomerang or whatever, where I'm up there and you can see the attic I'm talking about. There is a video on my Twitter that's like 5 seconds long, and it does show a little bit of the attic. So if you check my Twitter for videos, they are up there. What's up, Waito? Thank you, Armando. Yeah, let me find it. I'll find it. I'll show you guys. Hold on. Let me. A while back, it was when I was changing filters again, and someone had asked me for footage. I said, well, I can't really take videos of the cemetery. I mean, I could. It's just I can't go out there. I could take a video of the cemetery. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just I can't go make content at the cemetery. That's more of what they're talking about. I can't just go out there and fucking start filming like, oh, we're looking for no. And I definitely don't ever feel like going to work after work. So it's like like I said, there's nothing to film. Trust me when I say that. Let me find it here. Oh, where is it at? Wow, it must have been longer ago than I thought it was. Oh, okay, I found it. So this is kind of what the upstairs attic looks like inside the mausoleum. So where I'm standing now is like where you see this light right here, this little opening, like pretty much right over here. This is, or actually, let me see. Yeah, so this is the ladder. This is where you climb up. So this is where you'd come up, and you can see how you have to step over this this metal railing thing, this metal pipe. And there's a 2x4 up here as well, and that you have to watch your head over. What's up, Ashers? And so the actual room I'm referring to is right back here. And that's another reason you can't sneak up on this, is because you could see the ladder from where you're changing the filters at. But to get there, it's a little bit of a maze. So you'd come, where I'm standing is where you'd have to go through. So there's this doorway here. You push the door open, as you can see me doing. You push the door open. And this is all open. This is all black. You can't see back, and there's no lights. This is a big fucking mausoleum, right? So it goes way back. It's all pitch black. So there could be something standing back there, and you never know. So you open it up, and then you'd walk down this hallway, which I don't know if I do. I don't think I do. But there's this little box right here. There's some, like, cables that hang down. So you have to, like, step over things and duck under things. So for you to, like, for what I heard is those footsteps clomping down, it would be impossible. Oh, no, I shouldn't say impossible. It'd be hard to do to just without stopping. There was no change of pace in the footsteps. And so, yeah, it's. I wish I would have took you on a tour, but that's what you're like. You'd go down this hallway, and to the right, there's a fucking door you go through, and then their furnace filter room is in there. But this is where the guy was murdered, or well, he wasn't murdered. It was ruled an accident, but he was people reported seeing him being dragged away into the darkness over here. Let me show you. Down over here, and he was dragged away with something around his neck, and they found him on the other side, and he was murdered by a ghost, I think. So that's probably the ghost I ran into. So, you know, I'm brave as fuck. We all know that. So yeah, for those, that's kind of a mental image for you of what that looks like. That's just it, Chuganoga. Like, I have the same opinion. I believe in, like, the afterlife. I believe in spiritual beings, but I feel like it's something we can't comprehend. Like, we just don't know. We will never know until we die. But I definitely believe ghosts are real, for sure, 100%. Let me put on some creepy music. We'll continue the subject. Asher's, just because you're here. Let me make sure you're still here, actually. Yeah, you are. Okay, just because you're here, Asher's, this is for you.
If you or someone you know has been attacked, assaulted, or molested by a cryptid of any kind, you may be eligible for assistance from the Cryptid Recovery Association. Our advanced and professional rapid response team can kill any motherfucker that threatens your life. Whether it be Bigfoot, skinwalkers, or dogmen, we got your back. Choose safety. Choose wisely. The CRA, protecting what matters. Founded and owned by Eli Buckmaster.
As always, thank you, Ashers, for the voiceover. Appreciate that. What's the biggest cryptid you killed? The biggest one that we measured in, I think, was a Thunderbird, actually. It was about the size of a plane, like a small propeller plane. It weighed, I think it had a fucking 25-foot wingspan. It was huge. I shot that one out of the sky. I also killed a Bigfoot, which actually, the Bigfoot that I killed was with this blade. And it was, we shot it a couple times, and it was bleeding. We tracked it for about a couple miles, and when we came across where the blood stopped, the Bigfoot ambushed us from a tree, like it was hiding in these bushes by a tree. And so it knocked me to the ground. And this Bigfoot was probably, I'd say, 9 foot tall, probably 800 pounds. He was on top of me trying to beat me, and I managed to overpower him a little bit, and I pulled up my blade here, this real machete, and I cut his throat. And then I cut his throat, and he kind of, was holding his throat, and that's when I went up behind him, and I hacked his head off, and I put that Bigfoot down. But that Bigfoot ate 3 children, so it is what it is. I don't feel bad for him. Can the CRA kill vampires? Yeah, we could kill anything. Anything. All right, Texas Panhandle, thank you for tuning in as always, brother. I gotta put some creepy music on. We need some good vibes. We have about another 15 minutes in the stream. So if you have any questions or comments and whatever, it doesn't necessarily have to be about paranormal or cryptids. It could be about anything. Just go ahead and ask away. Do I have pictures? I do, but legally we are not allowed to share pictures of dead cryptids for legal reasons. Contact Eli Buckmaster about that. He is the CEO and founder of the CRA. But it's a policy he instated long ago when he founded the CRA. It's for public safety reasons. Your child wants to know if I've ever seen 10 Bigfoots together. Actually, I have. I have seen a family of Bigfoots. That was probably about, I'd say, 15 to 20 Bigfoots. They were kind of over by a pond in this wooded area, and they had shelters. And the Bigfoots, they were all moving in as a family. Like, they were all related. They were all friends, and they were quite chill. I think they noticed me. They weren't causing any trouble, so I didn't have to apprehend or harm them. I let them go and be happy about their day. And they were just good Bigfoots, just living their life, just trying to, be free. We only go after big cryptids that are causing harm to humans. We don't just go out and kill all cryptids. Let me just clarify. Not all Bigfoots. We kill all Mothmen because they are violent demons. We kill all Dogmen because they are violent to anybody. Bigfoots are the only exception where we will let them go. We'll let them live because they're not always looking for violence. They're kind of just trying to stay in their own way. They're usually, one can get rabid, one can get out of control, one's just, so we have to put them down. But do you have any pics of the Bigfoot or Thunderbirds? I do. We have tons of evidence. Every kill we have evidence that we take pictures, and we have a photography team that comes in. They take pictures, measurements. They send that into our lab in forensics. They take hair, DNA samples. They take the teeth, I know for sure. I'm usually never there. I don't stay long. I'm the important guy. I kind of show up, I kill them, and then I leave. My driver picks me up and takes me back to headquarters. And so the forensics team takes care of all that. That goes into our evidence bank that's locked away, and there's no leaks that could come from this because it's all on digital film. None of these pictures are taken online or posted online. No, I cannot legally show them. What's the deadliest creature you've killed? I would say Caterpillar Man. I did, and there is a documentary coming out about that in the near future, about how I went up toe-to-toe with Caterpillar Man. He kind of is the alpha male of all cryptids, and I did kill him, and he's very large. One of the hardest cryptids I've ever had to fight. He about killed me several times. We had multiple fights where he got away. But he about killed me several times. I have not dealt with a tulpa. Miami just blew their game. Wait, Miami who? Like the Hurricanes? Oh, are you talking about Jacksonville? Wait, Miami Hurricanes are playing right? Wait, what? Oh, wow. They just... Oh, it didn't show me that they were playing right now because the game just got final. Miami is so overrated, dude, every single year. I don't know why they even start the year ranked. It's like, same with Texas and Michigan. They should never start ranked. Or USC. Like the Southern Cal, I should say. Have I come face-to-face with a lizard man? No, I have not a lizard man. I've come face-to-face with a reptilian, if that's what you're referring to. Reptilians have been on the Earth longer than we have. This is actually their home planet. This is their planet we took over. We came from Mars. Our descendants, and that's why if you go to Mars and you see all these pictures of pyramids and ancient structures, that was essentially humans. Martians is what they were called. And when we came here, because Mars was a dying planet, and by the way, Martians are still active. They still do live. They did adapt to survive, but there's very few of them compared to what there used to be. Us humans came here, and we kind of separated as species. Like, we're different. Martians look a lot different than humans do, and you don't even want to know what they look like because they're terrifying. But we kind of evolved to how we are. We're a lot weaker than Martians. We're smaller than Martians. We've just kind of downgraded, but we're here, and we're on a better planet, so we ended up winning. But reptilians were here. Reptilians and Martians hate each other, and they will go to war, and they've been to war. Reptilians have killed a lot of humans, but we've overpopulated. Like, there's not a lot of reptilians anymore. We have killed quite a few, but they have just dwindled down due to disease and lack of food and resources. They've kind of gone into cave systems in the Hollow Earth, which there is a sort of a Hollow Earth. I won't go into explain exactly how that works, but yeah, no, it is, Is that the kid version of Mothman? The Thunderbird? If that's what you're talking about? Or are you talking about the Tulpa? Thunderbird's bigger than a Mothman. Thunderbirds are predators. I mean, they're not nice birds. We don't actually have a lot of data or evidence of vampires. We've never come across a vampire. If we did, I would like to fight one. I feel like they would be on my level of powerful. You know, they are immortal creatures usually, and you know, they might be able to give me a run for my money. But we've never encountered a vampire. We've never had any evidence or leads leading to one. So maybe someday. As long as he leaves the Spartans alone, I have no beef with Dill. I'm sorry, man. Your Wolverines are over. I mean, we'll see this year. We'll see. We'll see. I'm saying Michigan's overrated until they prove it. Because every time we say, oh, Michigan might be elite this year, they might be really good. They fucking suck. They can't beat Ohio State. Okay, I mean, beat them this year, which they should. I mean, Ohio State don't look good. We'll see. We'll see if Michigan... Well, they have to earn it. They have gotten to the point where they have to earn it. They can't not just be given that title anymore. Same with Texas. Same with the Trojans. And Miami. Those four mega teams that used to be powerhouses in college football are no longer that. They're kind of mid-tier teams. They just have like a lot of money, and they're still, you know, blue bloods, but they're just kind of mid-tier teams. That's all they are. No, Caterpillar Man is his own entity. It's like the leader of the cryptids. He's named Caterpillar Man. He's not. He kind of is a caterpillar, but he's got a bunch of horns and spikes, and he has telepathic powers. He's very mentally strong. What's up, JCT? You like the Spartans? Yeah, Spartans are... I don't like their uniforms. Their uniforms are awful anymore. They used to be elite, but now they've just changed them to some garbage shit. But I like Michigan State. I've never had a reason to... I was a huge Michigan State fan in 2015 when they beat the Iowa Hawkeyes in the Big Ten title game. I was the biggest Michigan State fan in the world that day. Who was the running back they had that year? I remember him, but I can never... It was after Le'Veon Bell. God, I remember that running back they had that game. He was insane. Someone told me you wrestled Owlman on top of a church a few years ago. Did this actually happen? Actually, it did happen once or twice. He was being a little flappy, you know, Owlman, like they always are, running his lips, flapping his gums, you know. And I had to put an end to him. Thank you, JC. I appreciate that. Tell me something. What the heck was the Guavindan creature or Wolfman? That I'm not sure about, Oscar. Your mom's an alumni of Michigan State? Elementals are it's hard to explain. It's a very broad, like there's a lot of different, I mean, Asher's, if she's still here, would have the best understanding, but she's not in here. But she would know the answer to that better than, or she could explain it better than what I could. It's kind of a complex answer. It's hard to say. Yeah, hyena men are annoying. They're literally annoying. I mean, they do these weird laughs. I knocked one out with my fist once because that pack of them kind of closed in. I mean, I was hunting for a different cryptid that night. I can't remember if I was hunting for a dog man. I was on its tracks. And these hyena men kind of cornered me, and they thought they like were about to kill me. And one of them ran up to me, and I gave him this amazing right hook to the face. Broke his jaw. Like, his jaw was like flapping, just disconnected. And the other ones kind of looked at me, and they looked at each other, and they kind of, another 2 of them, there was like 5 total, 2 more ran at me, and I backhanded both of them. They were both flying in the air at me, in front of me. Like, they were both coming at me, and I was like this, backhanded both of them, and they went flying. And the other ones tried running, but I grabbed one of their back legs of one that was trying to escape, and I pulled him back to me. I grabbed his jaw, and I ripped his jaw open, splitting his head in half. Like, yeah, it was bad. But I was pissed because he was like, why are we, I mean, let me do my business. I don't, like, they're so far beneath me. I don't deal with hyena men. That's for, like, lower level CRA agents. Ashers, the question was from Nickel, what are elementals? What's up, clowns? That's some Mortal Kombat shit, mate. Yeah, I mean, I guess they kind of based that game off of me. The first cryptid I killed was a Bigfoot, and it was emotional. It was a Bigfoot mother with her baby. And the Bigfoot mother clearly had some kind of disease or something. I mean, her face was all fucking nasty. And so I had to slowly insert a blade into her chest as she was trying to fight it back. Like, she was holding the blade back. She was crying. And the baby was like, please, no. Like, in Bigfoot language. Like, please, no, not my mom. So I slapped the baby out of my way. Like, I slapped the baby hard. It went flying like 8 yards, rolling down logs and shit. So I'm fucking driving this blade into the mom's chest, and she's, like, crying, like, please don't. And I'm just stronger than this Bigfoot. And the blade slowly pierces her fucking chest plate. Like, right here, right in the center, that bone. And I can hear it crack as it penetrates the bone. And then once it cracked through that, she gave up. Like, she just stopped fighting, and it just slid all the way through her body, and it went right through her, like, her heart, and she bled out, and she just kind of gasped, and her eyes opened, her pupils dilated like way out, and then she took her final breath, and she was dead. It was instant. But that was my first. I mean, it was emotional. I didn't want to kill her, but I had to because she was going to spread disease, and the baby, who knows what happened to the baby, but. Like, one of the elementals are believed to be one. I forget the name of them. It's the one I did the video on in my Cryptid Top 5. The tree creatures. What's one that I want to see face to face? That I haven't seen, or just one I'd like to see right now? I've never had to. The Dover Demon was a lot of fun to fight. That was a lot of fun, just because the way it fights is it's a different fighting style. I have to study all my cryptids and study how they fight, so when I go face-to-face, I can hand-to-hand them. The Dover Demon has a very fun fighting style. It's very entertaining to fight. I would like to fight the Loch Ness Monster. I've never fought a cryptid in the water, except for the Loveland frog. The frog monster. But he was so little, like, Tess, actually, Tess got the kill. She was with me on a hunt, and the Loveland frog monster was just coming out of he was taking a bath, like, he's all naked and shit. And so I just had Tess, like, hide in the bush. I said, Tess, go get him. And Tess ran out in the bush, charging, because she is half tiger. Her parent is a tiger. She came charging out of the bush, her ears down, just charging. And she got the frog, and she bit it, and she was tearing it up. And she brought it to me, and the frog is trying to fight her back. I said, Tess, kill him. And so Tess, like, fucking raises her paw, and then her claws come out of her fucking paw, and she, like, roars. Like, it was like a tiger roar. It wasn't a cat roar. It was like a fucking loud-ass tiger roar. And it's like a badass roar, and she sliced the fucking frog's throat. Just right across the face, and his throat killed him. So Tess is a badass. Weapons have you used to destroy cryptids? Like I said, this machete here. This is very commonly used to remove the head of a cryptid, or to. I didn't use this one to stab it, but I had a different blade. Another one I use is also this one right here. This is just a good throat knife that I use to jab it in the throat and to bleed it out. Cut the jugular. Takes usually about 30 seconds for it to bleed out. Otherwise, I'll just use my hands. I will punch it, and I will break its neck, I have more fun in hand-to-hand combat. Usually our protocol textbook guide, that our training catalog and our employee handbook, the CRA, states that you do not use hands. But since I'm the top agent and I can do whatever the fuck I want, I can do that. All our other agents, though, they'll use any kind of semi-automatic rifle that's issued by the CRA. We do have authorization to use fully automatic rifles, but most of the time, depending on the guy, they have their option of what rifle they want to customize and use. But most guys go with semi-automatic. You finally got accepted in the CRA, so now you're going off to training, Eric Kennedy, and training is a 2-year course for the CRA. We don't take just anybody. We don't take scrubs. You got to go through training. So once you get accepted into the CRA, you got to go through a 2-year course, vigorous training. You'll probably have one of your limbs removed at one point and reattached just to see if you can handle that mentally. How did I join the CRA? Well, I technically co-founded it, but me and Eli Buckmaster worked on that together. Eli Buckmaster is the CEO, but I co-founded it with Eli Buckmaster. Fucking brutality, Tess. Yeah, Tess is a monster, man. I wish you could see her right now. She's fucking napping, but... Oh, yeah. She's got, like, a scar above her eye. It's badass. She got in a fight with a fucking jaguar once. We're out and a jaguar attacked her, and they got in a fight. She killed the jaguar, full-grown jaguar, but Jesus Christ, it was a fight. You joined the R&D team? Oh, okay, okay. You still gotta go through training there, but it's not as rigorous. I joined the CRA probably 2 years ago. I mean, I didn't join it, I am the CRA. Like, the CRA is all under me. I'm at the top. My kid wants to know if you've ever seen a dog man fight a cat man. I have, actually. I've seen one instance where a cat man fought a dog man, and it was a draw. Neither one. It was such a brutal fight that they both kind of disrespected each other. They kind of shook paws and they walked home. I was rooting for Catman, though. Catman I wanted to win. Dogman's a jerk. Dogman is a jerk. You don't ever want to go and pet Dogman. Catman's pretty cool, though. You could pet him. Near-death experience was Caterpillar Man. He about killed me multiple times. Me and him are on equal... He's probably more powerful than me, but, I mean, I am who I am, obviously. And he has belly button lint. That's disgusting. I didn't find that out until I tripped on a log and I fell into his stomach. Well, I didn't really trip on a log. It was kind of a tree root that grabbed my ankle. But anyways, after I cut the tree root, I had to clean his belly button out. We do have live specimen. Yep, that's right. We actually, today I got paged down. They wanted me to come down and supervise they wanted me to come down and supervise an interview with a gray alien that we have down at headquarters, because it was being aggressive, and they wanted me to supervise, just make sure everything went smoothly. And they also wanted me to take part in a torture session for a Wendigo. There's a Wendigo they have locked down there who's, very violent. Wendigos are not something you want to be around, but they wanted someone that had experience that could get answers out of this Wendigo and torture it. And I'm just too busy today. I had to stream, so I said no. I got to go be with my peeps, and here I am. Skinwalkers are the creepiest ones. Skinwalkers are the scariest cryptid because they're so fucking creepy. They're out of a horror movie. When you see what a skinwalker looks like when they're not in disguise, you'd be trust me. Even when they're in disguise, they're horrifying. Bigfoots don't always attack. It depends on what part of the world you're in. If Bigfoots are in areas where humans are living, they're usually more docile and skittish. If you go to an area where Bigfoots are not near humans, they will see you as a threat and most likely attack you. Alaska is example A. If you go to Alaska and run into a Bigfoot, that could be very bad for you. You're crossing into their territory, and they're very territorial up there. You go up to Montana, California, Washington. They're a little bit more lenient. There's not that every Bigfoot is nice, but there are some Bigfoots that are, they'll be nicer. Not all Bigfoots are bad, and that's what I've stressed with the CRA agency and team and staff. not all Bigfoots are bad. There are Bigfoots that are good, and I do not kill a Bigfoot unless it, it has rabies. If it's attacked other humans and it's been documented, and I've tracked it to where, wherever it is, I will take it out. Alaska is your home. JC, what do you know about Portlock, Alaska? How close are you to there? You know anything about Portlock, Alaska? I'll be doing an investigation there in like 2 years, 3 years. It's going to take a lot of planning, but... Have you ever dealt with any Lovecraftian creatures? No. Are there any Mount Everest crypts? Not at the peak. Maybe at the base. I don't know for sure. But at the peak, there's just no oxygen. Or anywhere halfway up it, even. So when you go on that mountain, you're fine. You're totally safe from cryptids. There's just no... There's no food source, and there's no oxygen on Mount Everest. So there's nothing that lives up there at all. There's nothing. Now, like I said, the base of the mountain, there could be. I mean, we don't have track of where every single cryptid's at all times, but we do know certain regions where there are hot spots. We do have a lot of them that are being tracked 24/7. We have, we'll follow them with a helicopter, and we'll shoot a dart at them. We got about another couple minutes in the stream. The Yeti is something you do not want to run into. The Yeti is horrifying. It's way bigger than the average Bigfoot. Way bigger and far more aggressive. And they're very strong. Oh my god, they're very strong. There have been any records of ancient cryptids? I mean, yeah, it just depends what you are referring to as ancient. Because a lot of cryptids have been here longer than humans. Like Bigfoots, for example. They've been around for a long time. How'd you like that, Eric? I've been meaning to watch that. I've heard it's a very good movie. I've heard only great things about it. Dude, Aaron, I love the Bengals. Like, I'm a huge Bengals fan now. I love their new uniforms are so good. They're so sick. Oh my god. Usually when teams are, like, recently teams getting new uniforms are terrible. Like the Falcons, their new uniforms. The worst uniforms I've ever seen. Worst uniforms. The Browns were excellent, too. The Browns did well. Browns did fucking well. The Chargers did okay. I'm okay with theirs. But the Bengals smashed it out of the park. Aaron, tomorrow night, the Hawkeyes go on the road to play Maryland, a tough Maryland team, and I'm hoping to God Maryland's got what it takes. Maryland's got the younger brother of Tua Tagovailoa. And the Bengals just won, I see. Imagine a martial arts movie with the visuals. Yeah. I'm excited to see that. I'm excited to see Venom 2. I won't say the spoil. I had it spoiled for me, the end credit scene. And just trust me, the end credit scene has a certain person in it. And you could probably guess who it is if you just use 2 and 2. Venom movie, post-credit scene. Who would that be? But he's in the movie with Venom. And then the Spider-Man movie. Spider-Man No Way Home. No reports of dinosaurs that I know of. Aaron, right now, Iowa State is slated to play Kentucky in the Texas Bowl, but that could easily be, if Iowa State loses a couple more games, it could be South Carolina. If South Carolina gets to 6 wins, that's possible. I'm just saying. Right now, I've seen Clemson and Iowa State playing in the, what fucking bowl was it? I can't remember the bowl, if it was the Cheez-It? I don't know what it was. Iowa State and Clemson, I've seen a lot. They're in the same bracket, which I would love to see Iowa State Clemson. Oh, that'd be a dream come true. I've seen Iowa State LSU, and I've seen Iowa State Kentucky. I could see y'all winning 6 easy. Easy. Unless you count the dinosaur cryptid, the plesiosaur, as a misidentification for the Loch Ness Monster, then yes, I think that there is... I mean, a plesiosaur is not a dinosaur, to be clear. Yes, I understand that, but it was around when dinosaurs were around, technically, so... It's a water dinosaur. I don't care what anyone says, it's a fucking water dinosaur. Scientifically, it's not a dinosaur, but... Come on. There was one dinosaur cryptid that was believed like one of those big long neck dinosaurs that was in was it in the fucking Amazon forest or something, like some weird jungle. There was a lot of sightings believed to be of this fucking giant long neck dino. But who knows? Google it, like dinosaur cryptid, you'll find it. It'll be talked about, that one I'm referring to. All right, guys, I think we're gonna end the stream there. We had a successful night. I appreciate everyone who tuned in. What's up, Chill Master? But yeah, like I said, I appreciate everyone who tuned in tonight. We had a fun time. We had a good Nukes Top 5 tonight. Genuinely a good one. I think that was an entertaining video. It's about the weekend, so you guys enjoy your weekend if you have one. Try to do something fun if you can. Or just relax and be lazy. That's totally fine, too. I will see you guys next Thursday. Be safe, and remember, always watch over your shoulder. There could be a cryptid or demon always lurking behind you. Remember, if you ever encounter a demon or a cryptid, roll up your sleeve. Put up your bicep. If you have a strong muscular forearm and a bicep like me, you're fine. If you're not, well, you're screwed. I'm sorry, you're just dead. But seriously, guys, have a good weekend. Relax, do something fun, eat some good food, hang out with some good friends, have some chill vibes, you know. Aaron, John Wilson Lee, good luck on your stream tomorrow night, brother. And everyone else, you know, watch out for yourselves, because I'm always fucking watching you. Always fucking watching you. I'm always fucking watching you. Always. Always. Always.